Hi, everybody. We're
Hello.
just having a few technical doodahs,
Not really.
but we're here.
Not really difficulties. Just plug this in.
Okay. There we
Does that work?
Okay. I'll come back here a little bit. And
oh wait, we can't see you.
there. All right. We moved things around a little bit today,
Here we
so we're adjusting for all of that. Have a lot of projects that we did today, which is very nice. Do you like that? Yeah. We're making Iron Man masks, so.
Mask.
Helmet. I'm
A
sorry.
foam Iron Man helmet.
Yeah, I'm gonna adjust this one more time. Okay, so let's start with integrating, bringing in all the knowledge and things that we've been doing this morning and embodying it, bringing it into the body. So we'll start with brain jam, brain buttons, exactly. So with your thumb and index finger, find the indentation under the collarbone and start rubbing there as acupuncture point and bringing the hand to the belly. Just letting the hand rest there. This is where the diaphragm is. It's right under the chest plate. Think about where the hand is. That's the seat of the major breathing muscle of the body. So even as you're rubbing there, see if you can bring the breath just a little bit deeper into that space under the hand at the belly. I'm just rubbing here. You may notice that your breathing will start to slow down, or you might find yourself sighing. That's great. Sighing is a way for the body to calm itself. And then switching the hand. And as you do this, you can place your tongue at the roof of the mouth behind the teeth. And have your eyes cast down, maybe 10 feet in front of you on something that's not moving. Just letting the breath come in and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Awesome. And then we'll go into cross crawl.
Yeah.
Opposite hand, opposite knee. So something that's deeply integrative for the body is for things to come in midline, but also to cross over midline. So crossing an arm to the other side, a leg to the other side. And then the twists themselves are great for this time of year for detoxing the body. Just letting the body come into its own natural balance. And then tapping the back foot with the opposite hand. Then if you'd like, you can bring the front elbow to the front knee opposite, or just use the hand. Either way is fine. If you'd like, you can go to the back. Just making sure you touch those points. Oops, I confused myself. Okay, and then we'll go into, my brain is blanking. Cross crawl. So with this one, I'm blanking on the name of it, but cross right leg over left, and then bring the arms in front of you, palms facing. You can cross one arm over the other, it doesn't really matter, and then turn the palms to face each other. Clasp the palms, bring the palms towards your chest, and bring them up. And then again, you can pause here, looking down at the floor, or looking down in some capacity, which is a very soothing thing for the body and the nervous system. If you'd like, if you're feeling ungrounded, you can place your thumb on the chin. And then keeping your head facing towards the center, turn your eyes left and right. And then bringing the eyes back to center, noticing the difference in the response of the body. And then releasing the hands and the legs, and we'll switch. So crossing the left over the right. And again, the arms in front of you. You can cross the opposite arm if you'd like, and then palms coming together and towards the chest and up. You don't have to have your thumb at the chin, but this is also another meridian line acupuncture point, which again helps to ground and stabilize. And you can continue to face forward with your eyes, with the eyes cast down, or if you'd like, you can let the eyes start to turn to the left and to the right. Keeping the head facing forward. Eyes can be at the height of the horizon. You can even have them looking up and forming an arc from left to right, right to left. And then coming back to center and pause. And then letting that go. So we'll start with our 6 movements of the spine, like we always do. I'm going to move back just a little bit because the screen is kind of, you can see that I'm being cut off on the top there. Okay, so we'll start with the 6 movements of the spine. So feet directly underneath the hips. Okay, and first and second, you remember what the first and second movement was? Forward and back. Yeah, so forward and back. So bend the knees. We like to do this when we're in standing, just placing the hands on the thighs. And we'll start with inhaling, lifting the chest and the head and the eyes up towards the sky, and then exhaling, rounding the back, the belly button towards the spine, the chin towards the chest, exhaling. And then inhale, second one, looking up, and then exhaling. And we'll do that 3 more times. In general, we do 5 movements. And then pausing here in the center, going to raise the arms and bring them up and reaching forward with the arms, and see if you can make the back flat, reaching back with the buttocks and reaching forward with the hands. Just pause here for 5 breaths. Chin is slightly towards the chest just to keep the neck long so the neck isn't pinched. Sitting back on the heels. Okay, last breath, reach. And then we'll exhale, bringing the hands to the thighs, and we'll turn towards the left. We can rest an arm on the thighs if you'd like. One breath here. Inhale, facing forward, and we'll exhale, facing the other way. Inhale, exhale, face forward, and we'll just do that 4 more times to each side, rotation. So inhale, turn. Exhale, face forward. Inhale, turn. Exhale, face forward. 3 more. Two more. Face forward, arms in front. Inhale and then reach up. Exhale, arms down. And then just pause here for a moment, feeling the body, the sensations of the body. Okay. So we'll do the tree waving. Sure. Yeah. Okay. And we'll just wave back and forth, feeling the body wave. We like to think of trees in the wind, the treetops when the wind blows, they wave, but the feet are rooted. We're going to pause now, pause over to the right and stretch over with that left arm. And then coming back to center and coming over to the left and reaching over with the right. And then we'll just do that again, 4 more times to each side. Reach for the left, come back to center, reach for the right, come back to center, and 3 with the left, up to the right, up to the left, center. Last one. Inhale, exhale, and then letting the arms come down slowly. Doing okay? Shoulders tight? Mm-hmm. We can do some rolls with the shoulders. I'll follow you. Okay, the other direction. Do you want to add a head in there? Like a chicken? Then opposite. We were talking about getting chickens again. Our chickens lived a good long life, and so we're hoping to get more chickens this spring. So what shall we do next? Would you like to go into tree pose and then triangle? Okay. So what we like to do every day is a tree pose and a triangle pose, but we'll start first with if your balance is compromised in any way, if you feel dizzy or just feeling kind of unsteady inside or physically, it helps to sometimes just have a wall or a chair. Knowing that you can just depend on something is sometimes just really nice. So again, we'll be in Tadasana mountain pose. Your feet are directly under the hips, and then shifting your weight back and forth, right and left, getting a feeling of the body, and then front back. And then finding that middle space between the front and back of the foot and the side, 2 sides. And then the middle between the right and left as well. So we'll shift our weight over to the left side. And I'm sorry, I'm not mirroring here, but so shifting the weight to the left side and then turning the knee out to the right. And as you do this, really press down with that left foot so that the hip is pressed in towards the center and the quadricep is drawn up, so the kneecap is drawn up. And you can just rest the heel on the left ankle, or you can move it up. And bringing the hands to the chest. You can bring it up. Yeah. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale the arms down and the foot comes down. So Robbie was asking if he could move his foot up higher. Go ahead and go into the positioning that's most comfortable for you. If you're experienced with this, please by all means do the practice that is of benefit to you. So we'll find Tadasana again, pressing down with the right foot, shifting the weight over to the right and turning the left foot out, sliding that heel on top of the ankle. And you can slide the foot up the leg. And bring it up as high as you want, as close to the groin if you'd like, or below the knee. Hands to the chest. Inhaling, arms up. And then exhale down. So we'll do a triangle pose. So we'll come to the top of our mat. Okay. And step back so that your feet are about between 3 and 4 feet apart. Front leg, front knee is straight. Back foot is at a 90-degree angle. And then reaching up through the body so that the spine is stacked one on top of the other. Lift the arms straight up so that they're shoulder height. Look over that front hand and reach over the front hand and coming down to the leg. And then opening the chest up to the sky. 4 more breaths. Last breath, inhale, reaching up. Exhale. And then turning both feet forward. I'm going to step our feet together and then turn around. So arms down. And then we'll turn and face the other side. Just pausing here for a moment, just sensing the left versus right side. Checking the sensation of the body, the feet on the mat. And then we'll step the feet together out apart again. Turn that front foot to the front. Front knee is straight. Then reaching out over the hip. Bringing that hand down. And then the left arm up. Looking up and opening the chest to the sky. That front leg is strong. Thigh is contracted. Strong. Then inhaling, reaching up, looking forward. And if you'd like, bend that front knee and step your feet together. And then reach up. And then exhale down. Okay. How much time do we have?
Should go with 20, about 10 minutes.
Okay. So actually, why don't we find our seats? We're going to do our meditation. Find your seat for meditation. And making sure that you are in a relaxed but alert position so that your feet are flat on the floor, your pelvis is able to sit comfortably on a chair where you can feel the sit bones. You might want to rock back and forth over the hips so that you can feel the sensation of the sit bones, and then left and right. Just pressing down equally through the sit bones. The shoulders are over the hips. Chest is lifted up. And that the energy of the body is pressing down through the sit bones and up through the top of the head. And we like to start by checking in, placing a hand at the chest and the belly. You're welcome to start in any way that you find is good for you in your sitting practice. Checking in with kindness if you choose to put the hands at the chest and the belly. Bringing a sense of care and love into these spaces, into the heart and the diaphragm that are working hard every moment of the day to keep the vessel of this body alive and healthy. You can let the hands stay there, or let them come back to the thighs. And pause here, and we'll rest in our practice for the next several minutes. Remembering to bring yourself back if the mind should wander. It's natural to do that. Coming back to a place of care or a sensation, letting your being rest into that area of awareness. Beginning again and again, bringing the mind back to the area of focus, whether it's the breath or sensation. in this remaining minute of our practice, just letting go of all technique and focus, just letting everything be. For those of you who are sitting and feeling good about continuing the sit and the practice, please go ahead and do so. We appreciate you being here with us today and are grateful that we could practice together. Wishing you blessings of good health and happiness. Namaste.
Namaste.
Can you pause that?